From Dr. Mehmet Oz to head the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to Dr. Jeanette Neshawat for Surgeon General, President-elect Donald Trump's health team is gearing up to move to Washington and potentially drastically change the way Washington works.
The greatest perpetrator of misinformation during the pandemic has been the United States government.
Dr. Marty Makary has been tapped as FDA commissioner. We spoke to him over the summer about his criticism of the government's response to COVID-19.
There's not really been a reckoning as to why schools were closed for nearly 2 years on the lowest risk population in the United States, why toddlers had to mask for so long, why the vaccine boosters are still being pushed on healthy 12-year-old girls in America.
But the most controversial pick appears to be Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. He is a leading voice in the anti-vaccine movement.
And then the vaccine schedule that, of course, went from 3 vaccines I had as a kid to 72 vaccines over a very short period of time.
Trump's own former Surgeon General warning the new administration had better ensure vaccine confidence stays high, or they'll be distracted with outbreaks for 4 years this time instead of 1. Some on Capitol Hill attributing an increase in vaccine hesitancy to increased distrust in the government, not Trump's cabinet picks.
But I wouldn't describe them as the problem with vaccine hesitancy. I would describe the government misinformation as the problem with vaccine hesitancy.
Some, including Democrats, celebrating RFK's mission to end chronic disease, take on big pharma, and agree with his warnings on the dangers of highly processed foods.
If there's a way to save people money on prescription drugs, if there's a way to improve nutrition, reducing consumption of processed foods and increasing health, I think we've got to find a way to work with anybody in the incoming administration.
All of President-elect Trump's cabinet picks will need to be approved by the Senate. Those hearings are set to begin early next year. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.